Okay. So Tom McDonald is a person who makes music and looks like this. We're going to steer away from any ad homs in regards to his appearance here, any attacking of his appearance, but he's also pretty big reactionary. He's a conservative, it seems. Not a big progressive kind of guy, you know? He's got 2.28 million subs somehow. Jesus Christ. He put out a song called No Lives Matter 7 months ago. He was also the artistic genius behind the song Fake Woke that went viral briefly 4 months ago. And he just put out a new song 2 days ago, already 3 million views. Amazing. Overwhelming positivity in response to it. I guess we can probably figure out what kind of audience he's attracting here. Called Snowflakes. Now, since I'm on Twitch, and while Twitch can be a little weird with copyright, it's quite a bit more friendly than YouTube is. We're going to go ahead and respond to the music video here. I heard from a little birdie that Blaire White is in this song, is in this music video. Wow, Google Chrome is losing its shit right now. All right, let's go ahead and watch. We're watching this music video. Hit me up. Hit me up. He's got a tease for Blaire White there. I could tell by the hair flip, that has to be Blaire White. They teased her there. She's going to come in. I watched Wiesler's video on this, and it's really funny how little he understands about rap and how rhyme schemes work. This song is still shit, but rap songs aren't supposed to be full of obvious, perfect rhymes at the end of lines. Yeah, no, the main important thing when it comes to rap is flow. You don't even have to make things rhyme all that much if the flow is good. You just can't have, like, have you ever listened to a rap part in a song, and it just breaks at one point? The flow just breaks for a second. It kind of takes you out of it. That's what matters. As long as the flow is stable and you don't feel any of those like jumps or bumps. It's like a road, right? If you've got a smooth flow in your rap, it's like driving down a super smooth road, but those breaks that you get where it's like the flow stops and they have to like make a syllable. They have to like add in a syllable or skip a syllable to keep it going. It's like when you hit a pothole in a smooth road, you know? Hold on, can we repeat that there?
Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who?
Hold on.
To encourage immigration. Just saying, all the
It's not good to encourage immigration, just saying. Why? In a capitalist economy, workers are a resource. Bringing in more workers is a good thing. Every single economist agrees that immigration, especially from Mexico, massively impacts our economy in a positive direction. Overwhelmingly, a net positive. Every single reputable economist agrees, even right-wing ones that not like all that happy about Mexicans coming into the country, all agree it has a positive impact on the economy. Listen, dude, if you're gonna do the anti-immigration thing, don't try to go for like some tangible evidence that it's bad. You won't find any. Do some like intangible culture argument or something like that. Like immigrants coming to this country ruins American culture, because that's as There's so much to say. There's so much to say. I know that's Blaire. Apparently Blaire White is now a Mother Base soldier from Metal Gear Solid 5. Hold on. All I'm saying is, when I see her in that balaclava, all I can imagine are like the Mother Base soldiers from Metal Gear Solid 5. Look. Do you guys see it? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah? Good. Good, I'm glad. Whew! Wow. Conservatives talking about contradictions in their in their ideology. Whew.
Be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings.
Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures. They still are. Epilepsy warnings are before a lot of different TV shows, movies, and video games. Trigger warnings are a different thing. A trigger warning and an epilepsy warning are not the same thing. Trigger warnings are for people who have gone through some traumatic experience in their life, and they have some trauma from that, usually through PTSD, and gives warnings. Like, let's say, for example, you're about to watch 13 Reasons Why with a friend group. I can't think of any better example at the moment. 13 Reasons Why. And one of your friends in your friend group has a history of suicide and depression. Do you think maybe it'd be worth warning that friend who has a very deep history of suicide and depression, hey, we're about to watch a show that, I've never seen it before, we're about to watch a show that, from my understanding, is about suicide and depression. That maybe that would be worth warning them about? Or like, you've got a friend who was raped when they were a kid, and you're about to watch a movie in which the main character gets raped as a kid. Like, maybe that would bring up some bad memories that you wouldn't want to subject someone to. Like, you know, fair warning, like, hey, this media contains rape, excessive violence, or whatever, suicide. Like, that's just basic. Like, why wouldn't you warn? If, like, what if a kid's watching? Wouldn't you want to, like, have a kid? If you have a kid that's about to watch TV, wouldn't you want warnings about the content that's going to be in whatever show or movie is about to pop up in the form of a trigger warning for parents as well? None of their ideology makes sense once you break it down into like a real world level. Like, if you take what they complain about and put it into a real world situation, it becomes a lot less ridiculous than conservatives make it out to be.
He, she, his, him.
Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. I'm pretty sure one Google search can like destroy the entire like argument made by this lyrics. I look up homeless veterans. This is what comes up. Veterans make up, or sorry, a significant amount of veterans are homeless or poor because guess what? When you come home from combat and you've got PTSD, or as they used to call it, shell shock, it ruins your mental health, which makes it really hard to work and make money. There are a lot of homeless veterans out there. A lot of them. Jesus Christ. This is such a well-known problem. I feel like even before I was a lefty, I knew about the homelessness problem among veterans. Okay. Also, Blaire does look pretty good here, actually. This is actually a really good angle and, like, the pose and everything. Blaire does look pretty cool here. Guys, can we be honest here? This is cool. This looks pretty cool, right? Like right here? This is a pretty good angle. That's pretty good right there, okay? Listen, we're being completely fair. She looks hot, TBH? Well, of course, but it's a pretty cool angle there. That's good cinematography and everything. I can respect that. We are being honest and fair in this music. The flow's not bad, actually. The flow isn't that bad, if I'm being honest. It's actually, it's not too bad. Tom, you're Canadian. Is he Canadian? No. 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 Hold on. Don't tell me this guy's a closet Canadian. Nationality Canadian! No! Ha ha ha! Fuck you, dude. You're a fucking Canuck, dude. Oh, go back to where you came from. He's an immigrant. Go back to where you came from, Tom McDonald. Go slurp the maple syrup from the titty of the Canadian mother tree. You little fucking Canuck motherfucker. Go suckle the sweet maple syrup of the Canadian mother tree. Little bitch. Come on, man. You're not even American. You're an immigrant. He literally said at the beginning of this, we shouldn't encourage immigration. When was feminism ever about shaming women for engaging in sex work? When was that ever like a thing that feminism was in favor of, besides like SWERFs that are like overwhelmingly shit talked by the majority of feminists? When has feminism ever been like anti-sex work? Second wave feminism, dude? I'm gonna be honest here, I've never heard like a full-on academic set in stone layout of like the waves of feminism, right? Back when I was an anti-SJW, we were on third wave feminism. I've heard people say we're on fourth wave feminism. I've heard people say that everything after the women's suffrage movement has been second wave feminism. We're still in the second wave. I actually just don't know. I've heard fairly like reputable people say we're in second wave feminism, I guess is where we are now. I don't know. When's Feminism 3 coming out? Has Feminism 3 already came out? I don't know. I just don't. Andrea Dworkin was a sex worker? Cool. I don't know who that is. Never in my life have I seen such a perfect example of someone complaining about capitalism without realizing that they're complaining about capitalism, and then say it's communism. They complain about iPhones, eating McDonald's, and taking Adderall to focus in school, and then say it's communism. And then say communism and democracy are the opposites. I'm blown away. I feel like making fun of conservatives is going to be considered ableist one day because, good lord. Jesus Christ. Wait, did he just, like, dog whistle the fence for the Capitol riot? We call patriots Nazis? Because that's what the people at the Capitol riot called themselves over and over and over again. They were patriots, even though they were carrying Confederate flags and Nazi flags and shit. They literally carried a Confederate flag was flown inside the U.S. Capitol for the first time in American history during that fucking riot because they brought a Confederate flag in. Even during the Civil War, just before the Confederates were able to make it to the White House, make it to the Capitol, they were pushed off. They didn't even manage to, the Confederate Army didn't even manage to make it to the Capitol and fly their traitorous loser flag in the American Capitol. And yet these insurrectionists, these rioters, managed to make it in and fly the flag. And now he's saying they're just patriots. Don't call them Nazis. Man. I feel like nobody on the left, except for like tankies that hate America, like that just really do just anti-America. They just hate America. And those people I call out all the time. No one hates the idea of America. You criticize the government. You criticize the politicians. You can even criticize the culture and specific people in America. But no one hates the idea of America, of like the people of America or the ideals of America, like freedom, democracy, like the ideas of America on paper, right? Nobody dislikes these ideas. Nobody hates the people of America except for like specific people that are probably worth condemnation, right? Like nobody is yeah, also, you're a syrup sucker, motherfucker. You go back to Canada and suckle the sweet teat of the Canadian mother tree. What right do you have to talk about my country? My beautiful country of America. I'm so... Something that astonishes me about the conservative, like, view of the world is how they simultaneously call people on the left snowflakes that can't handle any, like, any contradiction to their beliefs or any pushback to what they think. But at the same time, not only are they soy latte drinking, iPhone using snowflakes, they are also violent thugs who go out and burn down cities and punch the shit out of people. Like, have you ever noticed that? How simultaneously the left are a bunch of soy latte sipping snowflakes, but they're also out there in balaclavas and masks, burning down cities and beating the shit out of cops and conservatives, right? And you know what that is, guys? You know what that contradiction is one of the core tenets of, what ideology that particular contradiction is known for? Do you guys know what ideology? Fascist societies rhetorically cast their enemies as, at the same time, too strong and too weak. On one hand, fascists play up the power of certain disfavored elites to encourage in their followers a sense of grievance and humiliation. Here, let's go to... Here it is. And humiliation. On the other hand, fascist leaders point to the decadence of those elites as proof of their ultimate feebleness in the face of an overwhelming popular will. The enemy is weak and needs to be cut from the chaff, but at the same time, an overwhelming force that will destroy us all, simultaneously weak and strong. And the purpose of this is to empower other fascists into action, while at the same time convincing them they need to act now because the enemy is so strong it will destroy you all. It's one of the core tenets of fascism, is to paint your enemy as simultaneously weak and strong. As much of a contradiction as it is, it's one of the core tenets of fascism. Because believe it or not, fascism is not a logical ideology. It just isn't. It's completely a... The song itself isn't too bad. The flow's actually better. It's way better than Fake Woke, that's for sure. I didn't cover the Fake Woke song, but it's like 2016 got a music video. Oh my god, it is 2016 the song. 2016, the music video. But I gotta say, the production value, the music itself is pretty good. The lyrics are god-awful, and if you actually look into any of what it means, it's completely awful. But, I'm fairly impressed in terms of, like, the cinematography of the music video. The singing and the rapping isn't too terrible. It's pretty decent. But holy shit, are all the lyrics cringe as fuck. Jeez. Blaire White also looked pretty good in that, too. Needs less Tom McDonald. Honestly, if it was just Blaire singing, it'd probably be better. Costuming was good for Blaire, at least. Yeah, like, the leather pants and the leather jacket, like, Blaire looked pretty good in that. She should just dress like that more often. Just go, like, instead of for, like, the eccentric bimbo aesthetic, she should just go for, like, the cool, like, female Matrix character badass type thing, you know? You know how women in the Matrix dress? What happens if I look up Matrix women? Like, you know how women in the Matrix dress, you know? Blaire should dress like this all the time. I feel like this fits her aesthetic way more. You know? Like in the like tight leather and like a trench coat. And gloves and sunglasses. I feel like Blaire would look pretty cool dressed that way. Plus, isn't the Matrix supposed to be like an allegory for being trans or something? That is PVC, not leather. I don't know, Lonnie. You know about clothes. I don't. I'm a man, a straight man at that. So I don't know anything about clothes. You know what I wear? You guys know what my clothes are? Flannel, jeans, boots, white undershirt. Maybe sunglasses if it's bright out. And cologne, because cologne counts as clothes too. And socks, I guess. That's my outfit. Your mom and I bought you clothes yesterday. Thank you, Lonnie. Now you got the drip? Oh yeah, I gotta drip it up today. Maybe when you go to the wine tasting, I'll wear the drip. Zan got the drip. Huh, did Coconut update upload yet? I want to see if my Coconut update video uploaded. Because I filmed an update earlier. I uploaded an update to the Coconut video. I'm curious. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell icon, all the things. Comment on the video to help it out in the YouTube algorithm, the dreaded YouTube algorithm. Actually, better yet, tell me what we're going to do this weekend. What day is it? It's Saturday? Pretty sure it's Sunday. Tell me what you plan to do this week. Tomorrow's Monday. What do you guys plan to do this week? Tell me in the comments. I want to know. And it also helps with the algorithm. But I do read all the comments. I do. I actually do read all my comments. Anyway, you can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and join my fan Discord if you want to support me financially. You can donate or subscribe on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or you can Prime sub on Twitch. And you can also pledge me on Patreon. Any monetary support that you can offer is very appreciated because it's how I do this for a living. This is my job. And thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.